PlayStation have just concluded their latest State of Play event, and there were a number of major announcements. There are a lot of exciting games coming to PS5 and other platforms in the coming months. In this video, we are going to cover some of the biggest announcements from State of Play. There's a lot to cover here, so let's just jump right in. Sonic Racing Crossworlds gameplay. As rumored, Sega's Sonic Racing Crossworlds, a follow-up to its car racing series, made an appearance during the latest State of Play. It doesn't have a release date, but its first gameplay trailer revealed several new details. Alongside newcomers like Shadow the Hedgehog, Crossworlds also sports transforming vehicles, as seen in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, including monster trucks. Perhaps the most intriguing new addition is the ability to cross over into different worlds at specific points during a race. But that's not all, as the extreme gear from Sonic Riders has also returned. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is coming to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, PC, Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. Signups are available for a network test which kicks off on February 21st. Stay tuned for further details on its content and other features, and whether the extreme gear is simply cosmetic or controls like the first one. The Midnight Walk gets a release date. Moonhood's dark fantasy clay-based title, The Midnight Walk, looked good in its latest gameplay showing, and best of all, it has a release date. Launching on May 8th, it will be available for PS5 and PC for $39.99, though PS Plus subscribers get 10% off. PlayStation VR 2 and PC VR headsets are also supported. Unfolding over 5 tales with a cast of, to put it kindly, odd characters, The Midnight Walk sees players as the Burnt One. After becoming friends with the fiery, in this case literally, Potboy, you embark on an epic journey, all while attempting to protect his flame. There are moments where it comes in handy, like distracting enemies, though you'll need to sneak around to survive. It's a dark task in more ways than one, but the clay models, coupled with the stop-motion animation, create a visually stunning narrative. WWE 2K25's latest trailer showcases The Island. 2K Sports has released a new trailer for upcoming wrestling game WWE 2K25. The trailer, narrated by longtime WWE manager Paul Heyman, focuses on a new online environment dubbed The Island. The Island will allow players to take part in quests, live events, and spend money in shops. Since it is an online mode, players will be able to hang out with up to 50 other players as they show off their own characters. Being a multiplayer hub, the island will focus quite a bit on offering players customization for their characters, with new attire and other cosmetics that can be unlocked. The island will also be seemingly themed around various WWE superstars, with the trailer giving us a look at zones dedicated to Rey Mysterio and Roman Reigns. Players will also be able to take on challenges from other players in a special arena. Borderlands 4 release date. Like many other titles, Gearbox Entertainment's Borderlands 4 received a new trailer during State of Play. While it was pretty forward, highlighting some of the different guns, skills, and environments, not to mention various threats, the looter shooter has a release date. It's out on September 23rd for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. But that's not all, as a special State of Play is scheduled for spring for the game. Focused exclusively on Borderlands 4, it will deep dive into the exploration, combat, action skills, and vault hunters. Based on what the current trailer has showcased, there's quite an array of options, living up to the promise of billions of weapons and accessories. Directive 8020 release date. Supermassive Games has cast a wide net with the horror subgenre as it is targeted with the Dark Pictures anthology, with its next frontier being sci-fi horror set in space, where no one can hear you scream. Officially due out this year, Directive 8020 has now been given a specific release date. At Sony's State of Play presentation, Supermassive showcased a new trailer for Directive 8020, which will kick off the Dark Pictures' second season. Set aboard a spaceship, the game will see its cast of characters hunted by a deadly alien organism, capable of changing its shape. The decisions players make throughout the story will impact how it unravels, who survives, and who dies. As for its release date, well, the horror title launches on October 2nd. Oni Musha Way of the Sword new gameplay. We now have a new gameplay trailer for Oni Musha Way of the Sword. As previously confirmed, it stars a new protagonist, and he's finally been revealed, Miyamoto Musashi. As a famed Japanese swordsman, author, and artist, Musashi has seemingly become embroiled with the Oni Gauntlet. He'll take on various Genma, including a massive boss-like foe. The henchmen are far from small fry though, as players can quickly become surrounded. Fortunately, Musashi can use his enemies' momentum, redirecting them into obstacles and even fire to set them ablaze. Along with a katana, he can wield dual blades and even elemental attacks to dispose of threats. And while Musashi can be arrogant, there's some comic relief when too many enemies abound. Oni Musha Way of the Sword launches in 2026 for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. Lost Soul Aside release date. The wait for Lost Soul Aside has been a long one, and much of it has been characterized by long periods of complete silence from developer Alt-Zero Games. Thankfully, recent weeks and months have brought much more information, and a release date has also now officially been announced. Last year, Lost Soul Aside was officially handed a 2025 launch window, and at the State of Play presentation, in like with developer teases leading up to the event, it was announced that the game will launch specifically on May 30th. Pre-orders for the action RPG will kick off in a week's time on February 19th. Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii demo. Ryu ga Gotoku Studio have announced during the State of Play that a demo for the upcoming Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii will be coming to PS5. The demo will be available starting on 7 AM Pacific Time on February 13th. As part of the demo, players will be able to try out two of protagonist Goro Majima's fighting styles, including the new Sea Dog style. Players will also be able to try their hand at the naval combat that will be playing a major role in Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii when it comes out. Oni Musha 2 Samurai's Destiny release date. We have received a new trailer for the upcoming remaster of Oni Musha 2 Samurai's Destiny. Alongside giving us a brief look at the game's story and setup, the trailer has also revealed that Oni Musha 2 Samurai's Destiny will be coming to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on May 23rd. Along with announcing the release date, the developer has also opened the title up for pre-orders, complete with a bonus copy of the Oni Musha 2 Orchestral Album Selection Pack for those that do. The trailer has also revealed that players that own a copy of the remaster of Oni Musha Warlords and have save data of the game will also get a bonus Jubai Samonosuke outfit for use in Oni Musha 2. Days Gone Remastered announced. Days Gone Remastered is official and launching on April 25th for PS5 while supporting the PS5 Pro. Of course, those who own the PS4 version can upgrade to the remaster for $10. Alongside new accessibility features, which have yet to be detailed, and PSSR support on the Pro, new modes like Permadeath and Speedrun are incoming. There's also Horde Assault, an arcade-like mode where players will take on much larger undead hordes. For PC players, the new content will arrive with the Broken Roads DLC, seemingly launching on the same day as the PC version. Metal Eden, a new sci-fi IP announced. Developer Raycon Games took the spotlight during Sony's State of Play to unveil its new title, Metal Eden. The game will be a fast-paced sci-fi FPS and will be coming on May 6th. While the trailer itself gave us plenty to sink our teeth into with its fast-paced parkour-based movement and combat, as well as the alien environments it will have players take on enemies in, more details about the game's world were revealed through a post on the PlayStation blog. Metal Eden takes place in a far future, well after humanity has taken to the stars. Along the way, humanity created systems that would be capable of storing human data, dubbed cores. These cores would help humanity rebuild as they got to their new destinations. The game takes place in one such destination, which has become a city built by corporations with a single goal in mind: extract every possible mineral possible from the planet Vulcan. One of the big mechanics in Metal Eden is core ripping, which has been described as a way for protagonist Asuka to rip cores out of enemy bodies by making use of a gravity beam. These cores can also be weaponized. Players can toss them into other enemies to make brutal explosions, for example. Asuka can also hack drones, which in turn can provide body modules that can be used to upgrade Asuka's core. The progression system is meant to offer players plenty of options when it comes to customizing the game to their preferred style of play. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater release date announced. The latest trailer for Konami's Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is out now, finally revealing the remake's release date. It's out on August 28th for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC, with a Nintendo Switch 2 version that is rumored. There's quite a lot revealed, including the revamped looks for the Cobra unit. The gang is all here, from the fury and the fear to the pain and the end, bulging eye intact. If that wasn't enough, the Snake vs. Monkey minigame, which served as a crossover with Ape Escape 3, is included. Warriors Abyss announced. Publisher Koei Tecmo and developer Omega Force have unveiled a new title in the long-running Warriors franchise. This time around, however, the title will feature a roguelite twist. Dubbed Warriors Abyss, the game was announced with a trailer. Proudly proclaiming itself to be a Warriors cross roguelite, the trailer for Warriors Abyss shows off a new isometric take on the classic formula we've seen in titles like the Dynasty Warriors franchise. Alongside the hordes of enemies one would expect from a game with the word Warriors in the title, Warriors Abyss will also feature epic boss fights. Since it's a roguelite, dying isn't the end. Players will be able to get right back into the thick of battle and make use of various abilities channeled from various fighters from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms story to take on enemies. The trailer claims that by making use of unique combinations of these characters, players will be able to make use of 16 billion different battle styles. Warriors Abyss is available right now on PS4 and PS5. Saros announced by Returnal developer. Housemarque's stock shot up higher than ever with Returnal, its first ever AAA outing, and it looks like the studio's next game is going to be cut from the same or similar cloth. At Sony's recent State of Play presentation, the studio unveiled its next game, Saros. Saros is another sci-fi roguelite third-person shooter, much like Returnal, though obviously not connected to it in any way. The game will see players playing as Soltarian Forza Arjun Devraj, played by Rahul Kohli, and will be set on the planet of Carcosa, an off-world colony where things are clearly going more than a little freaky, as evidenced by an ominous eclipse. Housemarque says the game will also feature permanent progression mechanics that will allow players to strengthen Arjun with each death. Saros will launch in 2026 for PS5 and will also be PS5 Pro enhanced. Lies of P Overture announced. NeoWiz has unveiled its next project following the smashing success of Lies of P, a prequel called Lies of P Overture. This was the previously announced DLC for the Souls-like action RPG, with new levels to explore and bosses to fight. The setting sees P transported back to Krot's final days before the Puppet Frenzy massacre. Following the mysterious stalker, he discovers untold stories and chilling secrets. Set during winter, the environments have a snowy veneer with new locations becoming available. Several new enemies await, including a boss wielding two massive balls and chains, a deadly shark, and some bizarre towering creature. Fortunately, P will have some new weapons like a bow, claws, and a sword that allows for multiple quick slashes. These fights are teased to shape the past and future of the series. Perhaps the player's actions will determine how the sequel plays out. Lies of P Overture launches this summer for Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, and PC. Stellar Blade PC release month. South Korean studio Shift Up stated last year that it was considering a PC port for its action title Stellar Blade, in addition to a potential sequel. And HAO not only confirmed that the port is coming, but also said it's coming out in 2025. Well, now we have a confirmed release window. Stellar Blade will launch on PC this June. Hell is Us release date. A release date for Hell is Us was reported in the lead up to Sony's recent State of Play presentation, leading to speculation that it could include an update on the game. That did indeed turn out to be the case, and the reported release date is, of course, accurate. Hell is Us is out on September 4th. Hell is Us features a futuristic setting, specifically a country ravaged by war. Players play as Remy, who embarks on a quest to uncover his mysterious origins, while taking on supernatural creatures and monstrosities with high-tech weaponry and equipment. In addition to its focus on melee combat, Hell is Us is also placing plenty of emphasis on exploration and storytelling. Shinobi Art of Vengeance gets a release date. Shinobi Art of Vengeance boasts a dazzling art style, and it's out on August 29th for PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. The various powers, abilities, stages, and enemies capture the essence of the older titles. Some even carry over wholesale, like the Bamboo Forest. The action is fast-paced, with weapons like the katana and kunai available. You can even unleash different attacks depending on the input, and yes, it's a linear level-based title. Shinobi Art of Vengeance retails for $29.99, with pre-orders now available, except on Switch, which will go live later. Mind's Eye gets stunning trailer. Indie AAA studio Build a Rocket Boy's debut title, Mind's Eye, has received an extended new look through two new trailers for the action-adventure title at a recent State of Play presentation. Directed by former Rockstar Games and Grand Theft Auto veteran Leslie Benzies, Mind's Eye is a single-player, narrative-driven title set in near-future America. Players will play as ex-soldier Jacob Diaz, equipped with a mysterious neural implant known as the Mind's Eye. Thanks to the implant, Diaz is haunted by bits and pieces of memories of a covert mission that he was once involved in, the secrets of which he must now unravel. Mind's Eye will tout best-in-class cinematics, high-octane driving, and explosive combat. The game will be set in the fictional city of Red Rock. Described as a richly detailed desert metropolis, it will serve as the backdrop for a story about artificial intelligence, human greed, and the battle for control, bringing Earth to the precipice of collapse, as per Build a Rocket Boy. Mind's Eye will launch sometime this summer for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Tides of Annihilation announced. One game in particular that caught the eye during the event was Tides of Annihilation, a fantasy action-adventure title by a new studio, Eclipse Glow Games. Tides of Annihilation is set in London, which comes under sudden and heavy siege from mysterious entities not of this world. Players play as Gwendolyn, who awakens to powers that allow her to command her forces. The game will tout distinct features such as a unique dual knight fighting system and immense levels in the form of gigantic knights roaming the city of London, according to Eclipse Glow. Tides of Annihilation is in development for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. A release date or window hasn't been announced yet. Monster Hunter Wilds will get Mizutsune. We have received a new trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds, revealing that Mizutsune will be joining the game's roster of monsters with its first post-launch update. Mizutsune originally made its debut in Monster Hunter Generations, where it was one of the fated 4 monsters that played a key role in the game's story. Mizutsune was also part of the roster in Monster Hunter Rise. The design of the monster is based on a more mystical take on Eastern dragons. Mizutsune will be part of a title update slated for spring. Summer will see the second free title update and will bring with it a new monster as well. Aside from Mizutsune, the trailer also gave us a look at some of the new and returning monsters in Monster Hunter Wilds. Among the fights shown off were Nur-Udra, Arkfeld, and Konga-Alla. The trailer also gave us a glimpse at the Rathalos that was seemingly changed by something, giving off mysterious purple energy. These fights were interspersed with what appear to be scenes from the upcoming title's story, which will revolve around hunters exploring an area known as the Forbidden Lands. So, what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.